Welcome back. This is a major update on Toshi. Now, I'm sure you've all noticed the 7% sell-off that we've just experienced on Toshi. I'm going to walk you through why this 7% sell-off occurred and, of course, what happens next. But first, let's start off with that selling pressure that we just experienced over the past few hours. Well, number one, Middle East tensions are escalating. The reason why we saw a sell-off on not only Toshi, basechain meme coins, but Bitcoin and the overall cryptocurrency market and the macro market is because Middle East tensions are starting to escalate. This comes after reports that Israel launched targeted strikes on Iranian military and nuclear facilities, citing national security concerns. Right now, the US has clarified that it was not involved in the operation, but there's still global panic of what could happen next, which is why we saw a brief sell-off on the entire market. In fact, Toshi is actually outperforming the total cryptocurrency market. The total cryptocurrency market is down 8%. Toshi's only down 7%, which is really good. So that's the reason for the sell-off. So I know a lot of people are quick to blame Toshi. Prices pulled back to that free buy call we gave out at the start of the month. But the good news is, even if you did buy, you're currently in profit or at break even. If you bought in April when I gave out this free buy call, the good news is you are in a deep profit. And if you missed out on these free buy calls, it means you're not subscribed to the channel. So please make sure you subscribe so you do not miss out on another free buy call. Subscribe. Perfect. Let's continue with the video. Now, as I said before, this sell-off is not an isolated move, and I am expecting a rebound pretty fast. So let me just show you Bitcoin's price. As you can see, price sold off right down to $102,000. Price is now bouncing back above 105, right? So the cryptocurrency market is actually holding up quite well. Whenever we see these shock sell-offs due to fundamental data like we've seen today, to be honest with you, I'm never ever concerned because I understand what happens next is usually a rally. And in fact, this gives investors and traders a great opportunity to position themselves in the best cryptocurrency assets. And I think that's what's going to happen next. So in terms of Toshi's price, so price has pulled back 7%. I do think we're going to hold this area, especially as Bitcoin makes its way back up to, $108,000, $109,000. So we should see Toshi start to snap back to at least 0.00064,304, which is a 26% move from where we currently are now. And then, of course, make its way back to its May highs, which is 95% away from our current price area at 0.000994467. So it's kind of a win-win scenario at the moment. If you bought a few weeks ago when we gave out the free buy calls, you're either in a profit or you're at break even. So that's the good news. Now, the bad news is you need to make sure you stay on top of this ongoing situation, because if it does escalate further and the market, for whatever reason reacts negatively to this, you need to be prepared for a potential further downside move. Now, I'm leaning more towards the buy side. I think we rally from here. But at the same time, you need to make sure you're prepared. So join my free Telegram group below. I'm actually going to post an update in there shortly. And I also have a video in there that shows you how to make 100,000 in 1 month and 16 days. I also gave out free buy calls on projects like Brett. That is still up 100%. And I've also given out entries on other meme coin projects. So if you're interested in that, join my free Telegram group below. Just make sure you have the Telegram app. Otherwise, that link will not work. So join a free Telegram group now. But with that being said, that's the only thing you need to be prepared for: potential further downside move on Bitcoin and the overall market. So it'll be interesting to see how the macro market, the stock market, behaves once the US market opens, which is in less than, well, in fact, it's open now. So we'll see what happens by the time the US market closes, and we'll post a further update on where we think Toshi will go. But as it stands, we are leaning towards the buy side, and we should see that aggressive upside move pretty soon. But I just want to say to all of you before we wrap up, well done for remaining patient. Well done for, sticking to your game plan and strategy. I said before, 95% of crypto investors and traders are going to fail. The majority of people in this market are going to lose it all because they don't know when to exit. And that is going to be the biggest obstacle to many of you, right? So if you're holding Toshi right now and you don't have any game plan whatsoever in terms of when you're planning to exit, you need to come up with a game plan as soon as possible. What we'll be doing is riding the price up. We do think Toshi is going to make its way to at least all-time highs, probably beyond this area as well. Once this does occur, we will obviously be keeping an eye on several indicators to let us know if we're going to see a reversal or not. And we'll plan to sell our Toshi, wait for price to sell off by 90%, and then buy back in at the lows to 2x, 3x, or even quadruple what we cashed out on at the lows. Now, if you want to be a part of this process, you want to know when we're personally selling, you can join my Crypto Crew Premium channel. The link is in my description, where you'll not only get access to my exit strategy on Toshi, but you also get access to other base chain meme coins that I'm buying, other meme coins that I'm buying. You'll get access to my overall game plan over the next few weeks. And of course, most importantly, that exit strategy on Toshi and other meme coins as well, and the overall market. So if that's of interest to you, sign up to Crypto Crew Premium right this second. The link is in my description. And I say this to everybody, all the time. It's basically free. Joining is basically free, because the worst thing is losing thousands and thousands of dollars just because you don't have an exit strategy. So anything less than, $1,000 is a net gain. With that being said, guys, make sure you understand nothing that you've seen in the video is financial advice. Always make sure to do your own independent research. And until the next update, guys, seize the day.